Hello there! Gluten-free products are everywhere. Bread, biscuits, even snacks you'd never expect. It's become a health buzzword with many claiming it's the secret to weight loss and boundless energy. But is gluten really the villain or just the latest food trend? The gluten-free diet started as a medical necessity for a few, but now it's a lifestyle for millions. Cafes, restaurants, and supermarkets all cater to it, leaving many of us wondering, should we avoid gluten too? Before we jump on the bandwagon, let's separate fact from fiction. We'll break down what gluten is, why it matters for some, and whether ditching it benefits the rest of us. We'll also bust the myth that gluten-free automatically means healthy. By the end, you'll know if going gluten-free is right for you or just clever marketing. Let's get started. First, what is gluten? Gluten is a group of proteins, mainly glutenin and gliadin, found in wheat, barley, and rye. It acts like glue, giving bread its chewy texture and helping baked goods rise. That's why it's so popular in food manufacturing. But gluten isn't just in bread and pasta. It hides in processed foods, soups, sauces, salad dressings, even some sweets and crisps. Oats can be contaminated with gluten during processing, and beer is usually brewed with barley. For those who need to avoid gluten, reading food labels is essential. It's not just about skipping bread, gluten can show up almost anywhere. If you're avoiding gluten, you have to become a food detective. The main sources, wheat, barley, rye, and anything made from them. Always check the ingredients list. Gluten can be sneaky. Knowing where gluten hides is the first step to making informed choices. Why do some people need to avoid gluten? The most serious reason is celiac disease, an autoimmune disorder where gluten triggers the immune system to attack the gut lining. This leads to symptoms like diarrhea, bloating, fatigue, and nutrient deficiencies. For people with celiac disease, even a crumb of gluten can cause harm. The only treatment is a strict lifelong gluten-free diet. There's also non-celiac gluten sensitivity. People with this condition get symptoms like bloating and headaches when they eat gluten but don't have the gut damage seen in celiac disease. It's a diagnosis of exclusion. Other causes must be ruled out first. Then there's wheat allergy, which is a classic allergic reaction to wheat proteins. Symptoms can range from mild, hives, swelling, to severe, anaphylaxis. Unlike celiac disease, wheat allergy is about the immune system overreacting to wheat, not just gluten. Each condition is different, but all require careful management. If you suspect a problem, see a doctor for proper testing before making dietary changes. Self-diagnosing can lead to confusion and misdiagnoses. Understanding these differences is key to knowing if gluten is a real problem for you. Let's bust a big myth. Gluten-free doesn't automatically mean healthy. The gluten-free label only means the product lacks wheat, barley, or rye, not that it's nutritious. Many gluten-free processed foods are higher in sugar, fat, and salt than their regular counterparts. To mimic gluten's texture, manufacturers often add extra starches and unhealthy ingredients. You might swap wholemeal bread for a gluten-free version that's lower in fiber and nutrients. This is the health halo effect. One positive claim makes us think the whole product is good for us. The gluten-free market is full of processed snacks, cakes, and ready meals. Junk food is still junk food. If you don't need to avoid gluten for medical reasons, switching to gluten-free processed foods won't make you healthier or help you lose weight. Real health comes from a balanced diet, not just cutting out one ingredient. Always read the nutrition label, not just the front of the package. Focus on whole foods, not marketing claims. Gluten-free isn't a shortcut to better health. Choose quality over labels. The healthiest gluten-free foods are the ones that never needed a label. Fruits and vegetables, always gluten-free, and packed with nutrients. Lean proteins like meat, fish, eggs, and legumes are naturally gluten-free too. Carbs? You've got options: quinoa, brown rice, wild rice, buckwheat, potatoes, and sweet potatoes. These whole foods provide fiber, vitamins, and lasting energy. No gluten required. Healthy fats like nuts, seeds, avocados, and plain dairy are also gluten-free. Building your meals around these foods is good for everyone, not just those avoiding gluten. Skip the processed gluten-free products and focus on real, unprocessed ingredients. You'll get more nutrition and better value. Eating naturally gluten-free is about enjoying real food, not just avoiding an ingredient. It's a simple, effective way to eat well. Real food always wins. Wondering if gluten is causing your symptoms? Don't just cut it out, talk to your doctor first. Testing for celiac disease only works if you're still eating gluten. If celiac is ruled out, Try a structured elimination diet with your doctor's guidance. Keep a food and symptom diary for a few weeks to spot patterns. Remove gluten completely for about 4 weeks, then reintroduce it and monitor your reaction. Be strict. Hidden gluten can skew results. If symptoms return when you reintroduce gluten, you may have a sensitivity. This method is far more reliable than guessing. Always seek professional advice before making big dietary changes. A careful approach leads to better answers. So, who really needs a gluten-free diet? For people with celiac disease or a diagnosed wheat allergy, avoiding gluten is essential, no exceptions. Those with confirmed non-celiac gluten sensitivity may also benefit from cutting gluten. But for most people, there's no evidence that going gluten-free improves health. Whole grains with gluten are rich in fiber and nutrients. Cutting them out without a medical reason can make your diet less healthy. The key to good health isn't demonizing gluten. It's eating a balanced, varied diet of whole foods. Listen to your body, and consult a professional if you have concerns. Don't follow trends, follow the evidence. A sensible, balanced approach is always best.